who are playing today in their sort of green kit, I suppose it is, lime green, with the hosts in their traditional blue and white. The long ball forward is chested down by Inaki Penner. I thought for a minute he was going to come out of his area and handball that, but he took it on his chest. So no alarms there. Inigo Martinez gives the ball back to his goalkeeper as the forward line of Alavés press the defensive four of Barcelona into giving it back to the goalkeeper. Pau Kabasi has it once more, crosses the halfway line, plays it out to the right hand side. Here is Lamine Yamal inside to Pedri, centre of the Alavés half. Pedri tries to return it to Lamine Yamal, but that ball's gone out of play for a goal kick, with the ball running over the dead ball line. So, just the early minutes of this game. Alavés 0, Barcelona 0. 2 minutes played. Alavés goalkeeper Antonio Severa with a long ball to the opposition half. Barcelona return it, but they overhit it, and I think that's going to run dead as well for another goal kick as Hansi Flick watches on, hands clasped in the Barcelona dugout. So Antonio Severa has it once again. We seem to be having a few picture issues at this moment, but we're back with you. Antonio Severa with the kick out towards the left flank, falls short of the halfway line. They attempt to play it down the left hand side, but it's run out on the far side for a throw to Barcelona, which is thrown to Kabasi. He attempts to move it back to the goalkeeper, closed down by Stoichkov. Clearance from Barcelona. They played it out to the right hand side. Well, Lamine Yamal's played it inside. Rafinha's round the goalkeeper. He stuck it in the net. Is there a flag? There is. Well, I was expecting a flag to come. It eventually did come. Of course, they're told not to put it up immediately these days anyway. So now that the ball's gone in the net, VAR will check this. And Lamine Yamal was offside from the original pass. And then Rafinha was offside from the one that came after that. He says he wasn't, but he was. They were both offside. It's a fairly straightforward decision. Rafinha's having his 8 pennyworth about it, but referee Arias is not particularly interested. From the free kick, Alavés pick the ball up deep in the Barcelona half, almost on the byline. They attempt to play the ball across. It hits Baldi. Comes back to Guevara. Guevara to Blanco. 30 yards out. He lofts the ball over the top. Stoichkov gives chase, but the flag's gone up against Stoichkov, and that will be a free kick to Barcelona. Stoichkov, the 30-year-old Spaniard, a summer arrival from Eibar, where he spent the last 4 seasons. Well, Ferran Torres has gone off already. He's heading down the tunnel. He's done himself a mischief in the top of the hamstring, or in the glute. So the man who helped Spain win the Euros, and indeed won a gold medal at the Olympics, has lasted 5 minutes of this particular game, and he's given way already. Something is amiss in his right hamstring. So Eric Garcia is on. That'll be a little reshuffle for Barcelona, no doubt. They'll probably go to a 4-3-3, you would imagine, with Garcia on as more of a midfield player than a wide man, which is the role that Ferran Torres was playing. One of the midfield three will probably push up and support Lewandowski. In the meantime, Barcelona have won themselves a free kick on the far side. for a foul on Lamine Yamal, the outrageous teenage talent. Yeah, he was taken late by Rebecca. So a free kick to Barcelona, 6 or 7 yards in from the far touchline, about 30 yards from the byline. You'd imagine it will be swung in left-footed. I think Rafinha's gone to supervise it. He has indeed. Familiar face to English fans, of course, having played with Leeds. In comes the delivery, and it's headed into the net by Robert Lewandowski. Barcelona have struck. It was a lovely free kick from Rafinha. Absolutely pinpoint spot on. And Lewandowski rose above everybody and headed it into the far corner. And Barcelona lead. Robert Lewandowski, the prolific goal-scoring Pole, he's onside, and that's his 10th goal of the season. He gave Antonio Silva absolutely no chance. I'm looking at the replays again. I think it actually comes off the shoulder of Lewandowski and probably hits the defender as well on the way in. But Lewandowski's claiming it, make no mistake about that. But that owed a lot to Rafinha's glorious delivery from the right-hand side, left-footed. So in the 8th minute, Alaves 0, Barcelona 1. Not the start that the home side wanted. They've played a ball through. Inaki Penna comes out to volley away. Rivera tried to get onto it. Couldn't do so. And it's back with Inaki Penna outside his penalty area. Just sends it to his left, and Inigo Martinez. Martinez plays the ball square to Kabasi, who returns it to Martinez. Very much the experienced head of this Barcelona back four. Marc Casado has come to link up with him because Baldi's playing slightly further forward out wide here on the left flank. Here is Inigo Martinez once more, just in from the near touchline, making progress towards the halfway line. Nobody seems inclined to stop him doing so. Sends a pass to Kabasi in the centre circle. Kabasi square to Casado. Casado back to Kabasi. And Kabasi plays it out wide to Fort. Fort slides it up the line. Lamine Yamal running against Manu Sanchez. He's into the penalty area. But Blanco came back and got an important touch, which enabled Alaves to clear temporarily at least. Pedri's running the ball back down that flank. Lamine Yamal tried to run past his man. Went to ground. Referee said nothing doing. And Alaves clear. Lamine Yamal picks himself up off the ground. We're having a look again at the... we seem to be looking at a VAR decision, which is indicating an offside. I'm not quite sure why that was the case. It wasn't related to the play we were looking at. Well, there's a ball through by Alavés. Stoichkov tried to get, or Martinez tried to get onto it. He couldn't do so. I think the flag had gone up against him in any case. It had. So that's a free kick to Barcelona for the offside. Wasn't offside by much. Just needed to bend his run a fraction more and he would have been in business there, Tony Martinez. 2 goals this season so far. He was on the hunt for a third there, but the flag stopped him in his tracks. Alavés picked the ball up in the centre circle with Marino. Mourinho spreads it out to the left-hand side, but the ball was a little wayward, and I think it's Rebecca over there who couldn't keep it in. So it'll be a throw to Barcelona, midway inside their half, on the far side, their right. They lead by a goal to nil. Robert Lewandowski's 10th of the season. They've lost Ferran Torres to injury, either to his right hamstring or his right glute. But either way, he can't play any more part in this game and has been replaced by Eric Garcia. Forward come Alavés on this near side. That was a crunching tackle. Referee played advantage. Ball's played in towards Stoichkov. Barcelona will clear. They were quite lucky to get away with that challenge from Baldi. I wonder if the referee will revisit it when the ball goes dead. The whistle has now gone for an offside against an Alavés player. Or actually for a foul on Pedri. He was pulled back. They were still showing the replay of the Baldi tackle, which I think the referee should have revisited, but he didn't. Anyway, Alavés have picked the ball up again. They tried to play it out to this near side into the run of Carlos Vicente, but Baldi was alert to that and intercepted. Here's Pau Kabasi, short of the centre circle. The youngster moves it right to Hector Fort. He involves goalkeeper Penna. Penna exchanges passes with Inigo Martinez. And Martinez then hits a long ball with his left foot into the run of Lewandowski, who goes down in the box. Referee says nothing doing. And Alavés can clear. It wasn't actually Lewandowski, it's Pedri that's breaking forward in the central position. I think he just lost his footing. Looking at the replays, I think he was sort of overrunning and lost his balance. There's a foul committed on the far side, which has earned Alavés a free kick. I think Pedri is asking the referee why that's not a penalty, but for me that's definitely not a penalty. The foul is given against Hector Fort, who brought Raback to the ground. So free kick on the left-hand side for Alavés. 13 minutes played. Alavés 0, Barcelona 1. It's led to a throw, which is taken to Guevara. He dinks a ball over the top, which Martinez runs for. There's no flag against him, so Alavés play on. They try and put a ball in from the left-hand side, but it goes harmlessly through to Penna, who claims it and just rolls it out to Martinez once more. Iñaki Penna in a bright orange kit. English listeners who remember the adverts for You've Been Tangoed will know what colour that shirt is. Here's Baldi. Ran himself into a bit of bother there and he's lost the ball over the sideline. So it's going to be a throw to Alavés just inside the Barcelona half. On the near side, the Alavés right. It's going to be taken by Nahuel Tenaglia, who throws it in field. They try and sweep it out to the left-hand side. They lost the ball temporarily. They've lofted another ball towards the left flank, which Raback is contesting with Hector Fort. Plays the ball backwards. A cross comes in from the left. There's only two men in there. Penna makes a bit of a mess of it and ends up pouring it behind for a corner with his left hand. He almost came forward too far there, Penna, and got stuck underneath the ball and had to stick out a left hand to deflect it behind. So a corner to Alavés on the right hand, on their right. We've just ticked past the 15-minute mark. They trail 1-0. Can they create something from a set piece to disconcert Barcelona? It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger to be taken by Manu Sanchez. Plenty of bodies in there for the blue and whites. In comes the corner now. Skidded across the box. It's hooked away. Sort of skidded past everybody, that. It's out on this near side for a throw to Alavés, which Blanco threatened to take quickly. In the end he didn't. He threw it backwards to Abdel Abkar. Now a long ball out to the right hand side, but it's got too much on it. Carlos Vicente can't catch up with it. And Inaki Penna just got his body between the winger and the ball and allowed the ball to go dead. He was running from an onside position, so if he'd got there first, he could have played the ball. Penna starts us off again, playing it out to the right-hand side, and Hector Fort, who lost a long ball to the halfway line. Then Lewandowski wins the header, but drops into Alaves possession in the left-back spot. Long ball down the left-hand side. Penna is out, almost gets his feet in a mess. Again, he almost ran past the ball there and ended up hacking it over the sideline with his right boot to give Alaves a throw level with the 18-yard line. On the far side, their left, thrown towards the penalty area, but it skids off one of the Alaves players and out for a goal kick. We're seeing the goal again. It's a lovely delivery from Rafinha, it really is. There is a glancing header from Lewandowski. I think it does hit the shoulder of the defender and go in, but Lewandowski can legitimately claim it. Alaves have been penalised for a foul in the meantime on the aforesaid Lewandowski. And so it will be a free kick to Barcelona. About 3 yards inside their own half, to the left of the centre circle, taken by Martinez to Pau Kabasi, and now it's back with Martinez once more. Martinez into Pedri. Lewandowski hooks it on, looking for Pedri to get onto it once more, but he couldn't do so. Mourinho clears over the far touchline for a throw to Barcelona, about 25 yards from Alavés' left corner flag. I think it's Pedri that's gone across to take the throw. Throws it in towards Lewandowski, who goes tumbling. Again, the referee doesn't give the Polish veteran any joy in terms of a free kick. Inaki Penna clears it over the sideline for a throw. Lewandowski says he was being fouled. Well, there was a little pull at the shirt that barely made contact. Lewandowski went down like a sack of potatoes and made plenty of it. I think the referee thought he made too much of it. I think the referee was right. You don't need to go down from those sort of contacts. Severa clears the ball long. Flicked on, looking for the run of Raback, but Hector Fort tidies up. Gets it back to Inaki Penna. As we click up to the 20-minute mark and beyond. Here is Marc Casado playing the ball to his right. Hector Fort into the centre circle and Pau Kabasi. Kabasi stands on the ball, just sweeps it to his right to Fort. He returns it to Kabasi. Little diagonal to Inigo Martinez, to this near touchline, and Baldi to Casado. Barcelona looking to monopolise possession of the ball, move this Alaves defence around. Here's Baldi once more, who found a little pocket. He's making for the left hand side of the area. He's laid it back out to Rafinha. In comes the cross, headed more sideways than out by Alaves, who are making a bit of a meal of getting rid of this ball. They've got another chance to clear, and they volley clear from the right back position over the halfway line. Inigo Martinez heads it back into Alaves territory. Rafinha has it on the left flank. He's won himself a throw about 15 yards inside the Alaves half. Carlos Vicente, the man to get it over the sideline. 67% possession so far to Barcelona. We would have expected that even in an away game. But they've got a priceless goal as well from a set piece. I would imagine that Luis Garcia Plaza will be frustrated at giving away a goal from a set piece to Barcelona. They can hurt you enough in open play. You don't really want to give them a set-piece goal as well. Casado turns the ball around the corner looking for Pedri. He didn't find him, but momentarily it was worked out to Lamine Yamal, but Alavés have it back. And they've played the ball to Carlos Vicente. He can run at Baldi. He's running infield now. He's got a man out to his right. He's found him. Tenaglia looked to put the ball in the box. It was blocked by Baldi. Pedri gets it to Rafinha, and now Barcelona might be away. Rafinha sprints over the halfway line. He's got Lewandowski with him. He's laid it through. Lewandowski stuck it in the net. And no flag. There doesn't appear to be a flag, so it looks like it's 2-0. Rafinha and Lewandowski have teamed up again. Hansi Flick claps his hands, gives a thumbs up. Well, that was a tremendous counter-attack from Barcelona. Pedri slipped it to Rafinha, who went round the outside of his marker, sprinted forward, got to the edge of the penalty area. Well, to me, that's pretty close to offside, but there was no flag. And Lewandowski adjusted his feet beautifully to finish right-footed underneath Severa, who couldn't get a hand on it. And Barcelona have doubled their money in the Mendizorroza Stadium. VAR are just checking whether there was an offside, and there wasn't. The goal is given, and Barcelona are 2 up, and you're tempted to wonder whether that's the points already. Alavés will hope not. They've played a ball through themselves now into the right-hand channel. Martinez tried a speculative effort. He was sort of running across to the right-hand side, couldn't wrap his foot round it, and it went wide. But Rafinha there just ran forward with electric pace. And as with his free kick earlier on, the ball in was glorious. And Lewandowski gobbled it up. So 11 now for the season for Lewandowski. 9 of them in the league. And Rafinha could be in again here. He's clear of the cover. He's hit Severa. It's come back out to Pedri. Pedri and Lewandowski scored. Oh, I thought he scored again. It's been blocked. And now the whistle's gone. I think maybe the offside flag went up against Lewandowski eventually. Well, I don't think Rafinha was offside. He sprinted into the box. It was a great block by Severa. It came to Lewandowski, and Severa saved again. So a double save from the Alavés keeper. He blocked it with his right leg, and he's just about kept his side in the game. They trail 2-0, but they're being cut to ribbons by these balls through from the Barcelona midfielders. Long ball forward from Alavés. Well, they got onto a ball. Man goes sprawling in the penalty area, who is Rebac, and the referee says goal kick. Rebac says I was pushed by Hector Fort or by Pau Kabasi. I don't think there's an awful lot in that. Let's have a look. No, there's not enough in that for me. We're having a look at the offside for the Lewandowski goal, second goal. It was tight. It was tight between the right arm of Lewandowski and the foot of the defender, but Lewandowski was just the correct side, and so therefore the goal stood. Hansi Flick looking a very satisfied man. Here come Barcelona again with Casado. Casado to Inigo Martinez. It's now got spread to Hector Fort on the far side. Barcelona trying to make progress through the middle of the pitch. Lamine Yamal, he's not been in the game much because it's been about Rafinha more than him. The two wide men often cause so much chaos. Rafinha's taken the headlines so far today with 2 assists. Lewandowski the 2 goals. Throw to Alavés on the near side. They're right. They try and make progress forward, but Barcelona Well, I thought they'd snuffed it out, but here's Vicente. He played a ball through, looking for the run of Martinez. But Kabasi had read it and shepherded the ball through to Inaki Penna. So nothing came of that. The Alavés player's gone down in the centre circle. The referee says nothing doing. Hector Fort returns it to Inaki Penna. Here is Inigo Martinez. Long ball over the top. It's being chased into the corner by Pedri, who has it by the corner flag, but he can only put it out over the sideline. He couldn't quite catch up with it. And Alavés have a throw in 5 or 6 yards from the corner flag. We're seeing the Rafinha run for the second goal again. It really was a searing pace run from Rafinha. Left the covering defender for dead. And once that had happened, Barcelona were 3-2. And if the pass was right, Lewandowski was going to score. And the pass was right. Well, while we've been away looking at that, two players have collided on the far side of the pitch. Martinez is one. Well, they've both gone up for a header. Ouch. Well, Tony Martinez has basically headed the jaw of Pau Kabasi in that challenge. I was commentating on a game last night where a clash of heads resulted in both players being substituted. One with concussion and the other with a serious cut to the head. I think Martinez is going to be alright, and the Barcelona players are giving the thumbs up about Kabasi, who's taking a swig of water and seems to be okay. I would have thought from that collision that he would have might be paying the dentist a visit tomorrow. The way he got headed in the jaw, but not so. Everything is A-OK. So everyone back to full strength, and we're back underway once more. And here is Inigo Martinez to the left of the centre circle. Ball out on this near side now for a throw to Alavés. Just a reminder that Girona won the lunchtime kick-off against Athletic Club by 2-1. Sevilla and Betis kicking off at 5:30, and Real Sociedad and Atletico Madrid at 8 o'clock, with the last fixture before the international break, of course. This is the last weekend before that kicks in. Carlos Vicente headed the ball forward. It's come back into a more central midfield position though, and Barcelona have won the ball. Pedri plays a short pass to Rafinha, who did well in a tight space. Hector Fort on the far side, giving it to Lamine Yamal, who attempts to take on his man, but runs out of pitch. So that's going to be a throw in to Alavés. 2 down as we approach the half hour. 2 goals for Robert Lewandowski. 1 from a free kick. 1 from a close range finish. Both set up by Rafinha, who's clocking up the assists. Ball is out on the far side again for a throw, this time to Barcelona. Just forward of the halfway line, so just inside the Alavés half. They've retreated back into their own territory, and Inaki Penna has it just outside his 18-yard box. Sweeps it right to Inigo Martinez. Now Marc Casado to the left of the centre circle. Passes to his left, and Martinez. Alavés briefly won it back, but they've now lost it again to Baldi, who is body checked by Tenaglia, and Tenaglia's in the book. He's the first man to incur referee Miguel Ortiz Arias' wrath today. Just stood in the way of Baldi. Baldi had played it through his legs, and Tenaglia just, well, he actually kicked him on the follow-through as well. I thought he just stood in his way, but there was a swinging right foot So a deserved booking, I think. Barcelona have got the ball back in play. Pau Kabasi to the right of the centre circle in the Alavés half. Well, I don't actually know what happened there. Is it Lewandowski's hat-trick? It is, I think. Yeah, it is. It happens a million times out of a million now. There's nothing you can do about it. It just keeps happening. Right. Yep. Okay. Doesn't appear to be very loud, that. Wait a minute. Has it actually done it? Yeah, apparently it has. Okay. Sorry, guys. Headset issue. Rejoining. Now. Missed. Goal. So, let's rejoin. Because Robert Lewandowski has completed a hat-trick in just over half an hour. A close-range finish from the right-hand side has given the Pole another hat-trick in his illustrious career. And Barcelona are in cruise control here in the Mendy Zarotza Stadium. They lead by 3-0. Tony Martinez gets the ball out to the left-hand side. I don't think Rabak has kept that in. He protests that he did, but I'm pretty sure he didn't. And so that will be a throw to Barcelona on the far side. Lewandowski, we're seeing a clip of his third goal, played across the goalkeeper, wide of Severa's right hand. Wasn't the cleanest of strikes from Lewandowski, who was having to reach for it, but he won't worry about that. So Barcelona lead 3-0. They've had 5 shots, 3 on target. Alavés are yet to test Inaki Penna at all. Their home record of 2 wins and a draw looks like recording its first defeat. Carlos Vicente wanted an earlier ball on the far side. Had to check his run. He's just played the ball back now to Abkar, who's swept it to the left-hand side. Played forward to Rabak. Rabak is faced by Hector Fort. Rabak takes him on, gets a decent ball across the box, and it's put behind by Alejandro Baldi for a corner to Barcelona, to Alavés on the right hand side. They've had a couple of corner kicks but haven't been able to make anything of them. The home side, the home fans trying to rouse their team. Need a goal here. In comes the delivery. It's headed across goal by Blanco. The shot came in from the edge, which dribbled harmlessly wide. Well, again, we're seeing the movement of Lewandowski for the third goal. Got beyond his man. He was onside. Header out to this near touchline. It's gone out for a throw to Alaves just inside their own half. On the near side, their right. To be taken by Tenaglia. He throws it forward, flicked on by Tony Martinez. Stoichkov can't get onto it though. And Barcelona tidy up once more. Barcelona in cruise control here. Absolute cruise control. They have the ball short of the centre circle. Here is Pau Kabasi. Gets the ball back again. He doesn't seem to be any the worse for his bang in the jaw about 5 minutes ago, just before you lost contact with us. Here is Kabasi once more, spreading it left to Inigo Martinez, who's ventured into Alaves territory. Just sends a square pass to his right to Casado. Casado helps it on. It's played out to the right-hand side. Here is Lamine Yamal. That's a testing ball in, headed away by Tenaglia. Barcelona pick the bits up again. Alaves just can't keep the ball. They're living off scraps as it is, and when they get the ball back, they can't keep it. Casado once more, midway inside the Alaves half. Plays it to his right. This is a good run. Ball opening up in front of him. Couldn't find the finish to the shot. That was Eric Garcia. It was an easy one for Sevilla in the end. He did the hard bit, Garcia. He manufactured a shot opening and then hit it rather weakly at the Alaves keeper. So it remains 3-0. Here is Carlos Vicente. Hooks it over Baldi to Tenaglia. Tenaglia returns it to Vicente on the right edge. Cross towards Guevara, just outside the box. It'll come back out to this right-hand side. Tenaglia with room to cross. It's a good one. And in slides to the defender and puts it behind for a corner. That was as good as Alaves have managed, really. They manufactured some space for Tenaglia. And he got in a decent cross ball. But in the end it came to nothing, because it was slid out for a corner kick. Can they make something of the set piece? In it comes, into the centre of the box. Drops kindly for Barcelona, and Barcelona may break out again here. Here is Lewandowski. Lamel's gone down off the ball. Lewandowski plays it square. Wasn't a particularly good pass to Rafinha. And Alaves were able to get back and tidy up and get the ball back to Sevilla. Yamal was complaining about being taken out off the ball, which he did appear to be, I have to say. We play on. Sevilla sprays it to this near side, and Carlos Vicente, his ball inside, sells his teammate short. Casado plays it up to Lewandowski. Lewandowski running in on the goalkeeper. I think the flag would have gone up. I think Lewandowski was offside from the original pass. We're seeing the breakout just now. Well, I think Lamine Yamal was taken out of the ball. Back live, Alaves have been ruled offside from the move down the left. Rabak is cross about that, I think we might say, making his feelings known to the referee. Is the 26-year-old Algerian. Been with Alaves for over 4 years now. He was promoted from the B team a couple of years ago to the first team squad. Well, it's looking a bit of a sorry state, this game, for Alaves. 3-0 down to a first half hat-trick for Robert Lewandowski. A ball dinked over the top towards Lewandowski once more. Alavés did manage to cut that one out. Barcelona just simply come again though. Another Barcelona player goes down off the ball. I think it's Rafinha. I don't know whether he's gone down hurt or whether he was knocked over. He picks himself up anyway. Well, he was shoved over by Abdelabkar. An Alavés player did go back and pick him up again. Anyway, we play on. Here's Casado. Chips it to the left-hand side. Baldi heads in field. Rafinha couldn't quite get onto it. And Alavés tried to run it clear, but Barcelona have won it back. Rafinha in again. Just too far ahead of Lewandowski, who's protesting about something to the assistant. Not getting any joy out of it. There's another devilish ball into the box from Rafinha. I think Lewandowski thought the defender had got a touch and it had gone for a corner. The officials gave a goal kick. Well, Lewandowski's got a hat-trick in this half, but Rafinha has been the architect of at least two of those goals and has looked pretty much unplayable for most of this game. Most of the Barcelona threat has come down the left-hand side, so much so that we've not seen much of Lamine Yamal, and we haven't needed to. Speaking of Yamal, here he is now, running towards the byline. Two defenders for company, and they managed to prevail over him. Alavés win themselves a free kick, just forward of the 18-yard area. They play on quickly. Guevara gets it to Tenaglia. He's got Carlos Vicente out on this right-hand touchline, just in from the near touchline. Wants to take on Baldi. Baldi sticks with him, and Carlos Vicente wins a corner. Vicente's tried to give them an outlet on that right-hand side, but they've not been able to make much of it. Vicente will put the ball in again from this right-hand side, a right-wing corner. Looks like a right-footed outswinger. One hand aloft. In it comes towards the back post. Didn't quite drop for Alavés. They might still get it across the goal. They have it on the byline and they forced a corner on the other side. Well, at least it was a corner that caused some confusion in the Barcelona box. It was put out of harm's way in the end, I think by Pedri. But 5 corner kicks to 0 for Alavés, and they trail 3-0 in the match. Abkar is forward again. Corner is taken short. Can they swing a ball in? Well, the attempted cross is blocked. They dink another one into the area. It's headed away by Pedri. Yamal is the outlet for them, but he's outnumbered 2-1. And Alavés get it back to Severa. Severa will clear right-footed to this near touchline. Tenaglia has made a good run, picks the ball up, faced by Baldi, plays it inside to Carlos Vicente. Vicente switches it onto his left foot. It's played back out to this right-hand touchline, and Tenaglia. Tenaglia puts in a cross with his left. Header comes in, 3-1. Alavés are back in the game. Just before half-time, it was a lovely cross to the far stick. Barcelona had got themselves outnumbered. A lovely cross from Tenaglia. In went the header from Tony Martinez, and Alavés have a goal back. Fine header from Martinez. Anaki Pena got a hand on it, but he couldn't keep it out. And Alavés are at least on the board. Just as we tick into first half stoppage time, Alavés 1, Barcelona 3. Tony Martinez. The AR are checking this, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be onside. We wait, but I'm pretty sure it will be onside. I think the question is about the original pass out to Vicente, out to Tenaglia. When it comes back to Tenaglia again, yeah, he's onside the second time. Drifts the ball in. Martinez headed home. Oh my goodness, they've given an offside from the original pass. That's what they were checking. They were checking the original pass to Tenaglia, and they're saying he went too early, and so Martinez's goal is ruled out. Alavés' lifeline back into the game disappears as quickly as it appeared, and we're back at 3-0 as we're well into first half stoppage time. I didn't actually see the board for the number of minutes, but we've played a minute and a half, but the VAR check probably took that long. Here's Casado in the centre circle. A let-off for Barcelona because they were sleepy in that situation. Here come Alavés again. They've played another ball through. Is there another chance? They're round. Vicente is round the goalkeeper. He's forced wide. He plays it back to the edge of the area. Shot comes in from Guevara. It's blocked. And Barcelona will tidy up and run the ball away. 5 minutes of stoppage time we're playing. We've played 2. But that was dangerous. A ball through to Stoichkov, I think it was, who went round the goalkeeper, but by the time he got round Penna, the angle was too acute and he couldn't finish it off. Here's Casado in the centre circle. Barcelona just need to slow this down and get to half-time at 3-0 up. They've had a let-off. Alavés with a goal chalked off. Barcelona still well in control of the game, but just need to guard against any sloppiness. Ball back with Penna. Chips it to the halfway line. Lewandowski wins the header. Here is Pedri. Pedri inside to Casado. Socks halfway down as is his trademark. Eric Garcia now on the edge of the centre circle. Forward to Pedri. Pedri to Pau Kabasi. It's come back to the left-hand side and Inigo Martinez. Casado picks it up once more, midway inside the Alavés half. Into the centre circle and Kabasi. Kabasi's slowed the game to walking pace now. I think Barcelona just want to get to the half-time whistle at 3-0 up. Well, that's a slack pass from Kabasi, but Barcelona have won it back. Running towards the penalty area. Lamine Yamal tries a shot. Comes off the back of the defender and out for a corner kick. Well, we're seeing the offside for the goal. Tenaglia was about a foot offside when the ball went back to him the second time, and so therefore his ball into the box was rendered of no use. He looks frustrated. Here's a Barcelona corner. Can they get a fourth on the stroke of half-time? An in-swinger, and it comes to the far post. Complete miskick from Pedri, who had the freedom of the left-hand side of the area and completely miskicked it with his right foot. Kicked it so badly that it hit the right foot again before going out of play. So that's a let-off for Alavés. It could have been 4. Barcelona still coming again as Casado was sent to the ground. Barcelona have now committed a foul themselves in the centre circle as the half comes to a somewhat frenetic and scrappy end. Blanco, the man who was fouled. Eric Garcia's stray arm. Alavés trying to launch one last attack down the left-hand side. Can they get a ball into the box? No, they can't. Barcelona will run it clear from Lamine Yamal, and the referee decides that's half-time. Well, the first half has really been a story of Robert Lewandowski and Rafinha. Rafinha's free kick headed in by Lewandowski to give Barcelona an early lead, and then Rafinha led a counter-attack charge which resulted in a ball being played through to Lewandowski for 2-0, and then he beat the offside trap a little later on to get the wrong side of the defender and scuff in the hat-trick from the right-hand side of the box. Alavés thought they'd got a goal back on the stroke of half-time, but Tony Martinez's goal was ruled out for offside. So Barcelona cruising towards a 3-point lead at the international break. They lead 3-0 at the break. Join us for the second. like it's 2-0. Rafinha and Lewandowski have teamed up again. Hansi Flick claps his hands, gives a thumbs up. Well, that was a tremendous counter-attack from Barcelona. Pedri slipped it to Rafinha, who went round the outside of his marker, sprinted forward, got to the edge of the penalty area. Well, to me, that's pretty close to offside, but there was no flag. And Lewandowski adjusted his feet beautifully to finish right-footed underneath Severa, who couldn't get a hand on it. And Barcelona have doubled their money in the Mendizorroza Stadium. VAR are just checking whether there was an offside, and there wasn't. The goal is given, and Barcelona are 2 up, and you're tempted to wonder whether that's the points already. Alavés will hope not. They've played a ball through themselves now into the right-hand channel. Martinez tried a speculative effort. He was sort of running across to the right-hand side, couldn't wrap his foot round it, and it went wide. But Rafinha there just ran forward with electric pace. And as with his free kick earlier on, the ball in was glorious. And Lewandowski gobbled it up. So 11 now for the season for Lewandowski. 9 of them in the league. And Rafinha could be in again here. He's clear of the cover. He's hit Severa. It's come back out to Pedri. Pedri and Lewandowski scored. Oh, I thought he scored again. It's been blocked. And now the whistle's gone. I think maybe the offside flag went up against Lewandowski eventually. Well, I don't think Rafinha was offside. He sprinted into the box. It was a great block by Severa. It came to Lewandowski, and Severa saved again. So a double save from the Alavés keeper. He blocked it with his right leg, and he's just about kept his side in the game. They trail 2-0, but they're being cut to ribbons by these balls through from the Barcelona midfielders. Long ball forward from Alavés. Well, they got onto a ball. Man goes sprawling in the penalty area, who is Rebac, and the referee says goal kick. Rebac says I was pushed by Hector Fort or by Pau Kabasi. I don't think there's an awful lot in that. Let's have a look. No, there's not enough in that for me. We're having a look at the offside for the Lewandowski goal, second goal. It was tight. It was tight between the right arm of Lewandowski and the foot of the defender, but Lewandowski was just the correct side, and so therefore the goal stood. Hansi Flick looking a very satisfied man. Here come Barcelona again with Casado. Casado to Inigo Martinez. It's now got spread to Hector Fort on the far side. Barcelona trying to make progress through the middle of the pitch. Lamine Yamal, he's not been in the game much because it's been about Rafinha more than him. The two wide men often cause so much chaos. Rafinha's taken the headlines so far today with 2 assists. Lewandowski the 2 goals. A throw to Alavés on the near side. They're right. They try and make progress forward, but Barcelona, well, I thought they'd snuffed it out, but here's Vicente. He played a ball through looking for the run of Martinez, but Kabasi had read it and shepherded the ball through to Inaki Penna. So nothing came of that. The Alavés player's gone down in the centre circle. The referee says nothing doing. Hector Fort returns it to Inaki Penna. Here is Inigo Martinez. Long ball over the top. It's being chased into the corner by Pedri, who has it by the corner flag, but he can only put it out over the sideline. He couldn't quite catch up with it. And Alavés have a throw in 5 or 6 yards from the corner flag. We're seeing the Rafinha run for the second goal again. It really was a searing pace run from Rafinha. Left the covering defender for dead. And once that had happened, Barcelona were 3-2. And if the pass was right, Lewandowski was going to score. And the pass was right. Well, while we've been away looking at that, 2 players have collided on the far side of the pitch. Martinez is one. Well, they've both gone up for a header. Ouch. Well, Tony Martinez has basically headed the jaw of Pau Kabasi in that challenge. I was commentating on a game last night where a clash of heads resulted in both players being substituted. One with concussion and the other with a serious cut to the head. I think Martinez is going to be alright, and the Barcelona players are giving the thumbs up about Kabasi, who's taking a swig of water and seems to be okay. I would have thought from that collision that he would have might be paying the dentist a visit tomorrow. The way he got headed in the jaw, but not so. Everything is A-OK. So everyone back to full strength, and we're back underway once more. And here is Inigo Martinez to the left of the centre circle. Ball out on this near side now for a throw to Alavés. Just a reminder that Girona won the lunchtime kick-off against Athletic Club by 2-1. Sevilla and Betis kicking off at 5:30, and Real Sociedad and Atletico Madrid at 8 o'clock, with the last fixture before the international break, of course. This the last weekend before that kicks in. Carlos Vicente headed the ball forward. It's come back into a more central midfield position though, and Barcelona have won the ball. Pedri plays a short pass to Rafinha, who did well in a tight space. Hector Fort on the far side, giving it to Lamine Yamal, who attempts to take on his man, but runs out of pitch. So that's going to be a throw in to Alavés. 2 down as we approach the half hour. 2 goals for Robert Lewandowski. 1 from a free kick. 1 from a close range finish. Both set up by Rafinha, who's clocking up the assists. Ball is out on the far side again for a throw, this time to Barcelona. Just forward of the halfway line, so just inside the Alavés half. They've retreated back into their own territory, and Inaki Pena has it just outside his 18-yard box. Sweeps it right to Inigo Martinez. Now Marc Casado to the left of the centre circle. Passes to his left, and Martinez. Alavés briefly won it back, but they've now lost it again to Baldi, who is body checked by Tenaglia, and Tenaglia's in the book. He's the first man to incur referee Miguel Ortiz Arias' wrath today. Just stood in the way of Baldi. Baldi had played it through his legs, and Tenaglia he actually kicked him on the follow through as well. I thought he just stood in his way, but there was a swinging right foot. So deserved booking, I think. Barcelona have got the ball back in play. Pau Kabasi to the right of the centre circle in the Alavés half. Well, I don't actually know what happened there. Is it Lewandowski's hat-trick? It is, I think. Yeah, it is. It happens a million times out of a million now. There's nothing you can do about it. It just keeps happening. Right. Yep. Okay. Doesn't appear to be very loud, that. Wait a minute. Has it actually done it? Yeah, apparently it has. Okay. Sorry, guys. Headset issue. Rejoining. Now. Missed. Goal. Clear before Rebecca could get onto it. Rebecca had made a run from left to right to beat the offside trap, but couldn't get there ahead of the goalkeeper. Here's Casado knocking it to his left to Martinez, who's ventured into the Alavés half. Casado once more. Socks almost round his ankles. This time he's bundled off the ball. And Stoichkov gets a chance to achieve something down the right-hand side. Teammate Vicente almost gets in his way, but Alavés kept possession of the ball, but they were forced all the way back to Severa, who clears long. It's come out to this far side, to this near side of Manu Sanchez, who crosses into the box, comes off Pedri and behind for a corner. Well, that must be 6 or 7 corners that Alavés have forced in this game. I think Barcelona have only had one, and yet Barcelona leads 3-0. Both sets of substitutes have gone for a run up the touchline as we get ready for this corner from the left-hand side. It's going to be a right-footed in-swinger for Carlos Vicente. He backs away towards the boards. Kabasi and Abkar have a wrestling match. In comes the ball. Penna's lost it again. It's in the centre of the box. It's hit the post. Cannoned off the post. No luck at all there for Alavés. Barcelona made a right mess of that defensively. It came to the left-hand side of the box, and a volley was sent crashing against the post. I'll try and identify who that was that had the shot. Another long ball is played forward by Alavés. It breaks to Vicente. Vicente holds on to it because Rebecca had run offside. Vicente's now looking for help. He's played it down to Stoichkov. Stoichkov plays it through. Too hard. Rebecca can't get onto it. It goes through to Penna. But I think it may have been Rebecca that had the shot against the post. He's the one that gives the signal. I'm sure we'll see a replay of that incident in a moment or so, but that all came about because Penna made a mess of the corner, and that's not the first time the goalkeeper has done that. He doesn't look secure under crosses coming in from either side. He's been caught under the ball a few times, and he made a hash of that one too and was very nearly made to pay for it. So that's a goal chalked off for offside and a post struck from Alavés, but no joy. They still trail 3-0. Here is Casado rolling it to the right to Fort, who's well inside the Alavés half. Lamine Yamal turns Manu Sanchez a bit inside out, played it into the penalty area. Pedri couldn't really get onto it, but Alavés have put it behind for a corner. Well, we're going to have a look at the Alavés chance now. Penna made a complete hash of it. It's Martinez who hits it against the post. It was a lovely swivel, I think it hit one of his teammates, which changed the trajectory of the ball, and it cannoned into the near post. So Martinez, a goal disallowed and a post struck. No joy for him. Here's Rafinha with the corner from the right for Barcelona. Played short to Yamal. Yamal drifts the ball in there. It's headed on, but headed wide. I'm trying to see who got the final header in there. Well, it's come off an Alavés player, it would appear, because it appears to have gone out for another corner. Another corner from the right, which Rafinha has again gone across to take. Yamal's offering himself again short. I think Rafinha might swing this one in this time. A thumbs up. Well, he walks up to the ball as if he's going to kick it, and then he doesn't. An Alavés player's gone down on the right-hand side of the box. Not quite sure what that was about. The referee is asking to speak to Manu Sanchez, and he's asking to speak to Inigo Martinez as well, and he's booked both of them. So there was obviously some skullduggery going on inside the box between the pair of them, and the referee's decided it was 6 and 2 threes, and he's booked both of them. Well, let's have a look. Yeah, they were having a right wrestling match between the pair. Well, Martinez appears to stick his head in to the chest of the Alavés player, who made out that he'd stuck his head into his face, which he hadn't. But both men have been booked anyway. Referee doesn't want any more of that nonsense. So Mourinho and Inigo Martinez are in the book. The corner's taken. Yamal plays it over to the far side. Not a great pass. Baldi retrieves it. Sends it back to Casado. And now Pedri to the right of the centre circle. He sends it further right to Hector Fort, who's walked the ball back into his own half rather than the Alavés half. They've tried to come through the middle, Barcelona, through Pedri. But I think Rafinha had strayed into an offside position. Ball played forward now by Alavés, and an attempted chip by Stoichkov. Weak effort into the hands of the goalkeeper. I think the flag may well have gone up against him anyway. It would have done, because he was offside. So it wouldn't have counted. Maybe he knew that, and therefore he lobbed it towards the goalkeeper rather than taking a proper shot. We'll be generous to him and decide that he knew that the referee was going to chalk it off. Here's Kabasi, short of the centre circle. To his right and Fort. Up towards the halfway line, and Pedri. It remains Alavés 0, Barcelona 3 here on the Flash Score audio commentary service and the Flash Score app. 10 minutes into the second half. Alavés have struck the woodwork since half time. That ball forward would have found Martinez in an offside position, so he didn't attempt to play it. It was played back by Martinez to Pena. Martinez has it once more, swings it to his right to Hector Fort. He turns it back to Kabasi. Substitutes imminent for Alavés. Hector Fort once more. Sends it through the legs of Kabasi back to Inaki Pena. Knocks it to the left-hand side. Long ball down the left-hand flank. Asking a lot of Rafinha. Mourinho is across. Does well, the defender. Runs it over the halfway line. Feeds it down the right-hand side. No flag yet against Vicente. Ball into the middle. It's too far for a back. And now I think the flag has gone up. Well, I just think that wastes an awful lot of time. They waited about 20 seconds to put the flag up there. What is the point? We could have 20 more seconds of the game itself that would actually count rather than 20 dead seconds. Stoichkov and Martinez look like the men who are coming off here. So changes in the front line. Thomas Konechny is coming on. Is it Villa Libra that's coming on as well? I'm not sure, but they've definitely made 2 alterations. Have Alavés. They've definitely made 2 alterations, so I'll try and identify who the other player is. It may be Protasoni that's come on. I'll keep an eye on that for you. No, it's Kiki Garcia who's also made his entry into this match. So Kiki Garcia is on, and Thomas Konechny is on as well. Kiki Garcia, veteran striker, 18 months in English football with Middlesbrough, joined from Osasuna in the summer of 23. And Thomas Konechny, the 26-year-old Argentine, has played in the US but was signed from his homeland this summer. An Alavés player is down on the ground. I think it may be Raback, who was taken from behind by Pau Kabasi. So a free kick to Alavés, just to the left of the centre circle. Blanco sends it out left to Manu Sanchez, and he wins a corner off Fort. Well, there've been no shortage of corners for Alavés, but they've not managed to do anything with them, or not sufficient with them. They hit the post from the last one. If I was them, I'd be getting some players right in on goalkeeper Penna, because I don't think he likes these crosses at all. 2 hands aloft, played to the left edge, back to the corner taker, who drills it across the box. Comes off a Barcelona foot, goes out on the far side. That'll be another throw to Alavés. Let me know what you think of this Barcelona performance. Ellis_red on Twitter. That's ELLIS_red on Twitter, or X as it's called. They got a ball back from the byline there, Alavés, but there was nobody to gobble it up, and Barcelona cleared as far as Moussa Diarra. Diarra chips the ball over the top. Surely that's offside against Alavés. The ball's played across. It's come for the shot. It's blocked behind. It didn't actually go behind from Vicente. There's another shot comes in. Vicente's picked it up again. Now the flag goes up. What is the point of that? What on earth is the point of that? We played on for about half a minute there before the linesman finally decides to stick his flag up. We'd had about 3 shots, 3 phases of play, and the assistant finally decides to stick his flag up and say it was offside. These rules are ridiculous. They really are. They've got to be changed. I know they want to play on just in case somebody scores, but the initial phase of play had stopped. There'd been 2 more shots after that, and then the flag goes up. Complete and utter total nonsense. Wasted 30 seconds of the football match where we could have been playing on. Anyway, rant over. Barcelona with a free kick on the far side. It's been played to Pau Kabasi, and Kabasi sends a short diagonal pass forward to Fort, who returns it to the teenager. He goes back to Penna, who sweeps it left. And Barcelona attempt to come down the left-hand side. Player is taken late. Rafinha in conversation with the referee. Martinez is the man clattered to the floor. Well, that was late. That was late from Konechny. And he knew what he was doing. He left his foot in there. That's not a good challenge from Konechny. I think he's quite lucky to escape a yellow for that, as we've gone past the hour here in the Menzies Arozza Stadium. Alavés 0, Barcelona 3, as it was at half-time. Alavés have carried more threat in the second half, but still trail by 3. Lewandowski's the man to have his legs swept away from under him by Abkar. Rafinha and Lewandowski have teamed up again. Hansi Flick claps his hands. gives a thumbs up. Well, that was a tremendous counter-attack from Barcelona. Pedri slipped it to Rafinha, who went round the outside of his marker, sprinted forward, got to the edge of the penalty area. Well, to me, that's pretty close to offside, but there was no flag. And Lewandowski adjusted his feet beautifully to finish right-footed underneath Severa, who couldn't get a hand on it. And Barcelona have doubled their money in the Mendizorroza Stadium. VAR are just checking whether there was an offside, and there wasn't. The goal is given, and Barcelona are 2 up, and you're tempted to wonder whether that's the points already. Alavés will hope not. They've played a ball through themselves now into the right-hand channel. Martinez tried a speculative effort. He was sort of running across to the right-hand side, couldn't wrap his foot round it, and it went wide. But Rafinha there just ran forward with electric pace. And as with his free kick earlier on, the ball in was glorious. And Lewandowski gobbled it up. So 11 now for the season for Lewandowski. 9 of them in the league. And Rafinha could be in again here. He's clear of the cover. He's hit Severa. It's come back out to Pedri. Pedri and Lewandowski scored. Oh, I thought he scored again. It's been blocked. And now the whistle's gone. I think maybe the offside flag went up against Lewandowski eventually. Well, I don't think Rafinha was offside. He sprinted into the box. It was a great block by Severa. It came to Lewandowski, and Severa saved again. So a double save from the Alavés keeper. He blocked it with his right leg, and he's just about kept his side in the game. They trail 2-0, but they're being cut to ribbons by these balls through from the Barcelona midfielders. Long ball forward from Alavés. Well, they got onto a ball. Man goes sprawling in the penalty area, who is Reback, and the referee says goal kick. Reback says I was pushed by Hector Fort, or by Pau Kabasi. I don't think there's an awful lot in that. Let's have a look. No, there's not enough in that for me. We're having a look at the offside for the Lewandowski goal, second goal. It was tight. It was tight between the right arm of Lewandowski and the foot of the defender, but Lewandowski was just the correct side, and so therefore the goal stood. Hansi Flick looking a very satisfied man. Here come Barcelona again with Casado. Casado to Inigo Martinez. It's now got spread to Hector Fort on the far side. Barcelona trying to make progress through the middle of the pitch. Lamine Yamal, he's not been in the game much because it's been about Rafinha more than him. The 2 wide men often cause so much chaos. Rafinha's taken the headlines so far today with 2 assists. Lewandowski the 2 goals. A throw to Alavés on the near side. They're right. They try and make progress forward, but Barcelona, well, I thought they'd snuffed it out, but here's Vicente. He played a ball through, looking for the run of Martinez, but Kabasi had read it and shepherded the ball through to Inaki Penna. So nothing came of that. The Alavés player's gone down in the centre circle. The referee says nothing doing. Hector Fort returns it to Inaki Penna. Here is Inigo Martinez. Long ball over the top. It's being chased into the corner by Pedri, who has it by the corner flag, but he can only put it out over the sideline. He couldn't quite catch up with it. And Alavés have a throw in 5 or 6 yards from the corner flag. We're seeing the Rafinha run for the second goal again. Really was a searing pace run from Rafinha. Left the covering defender for dead. And once that had happened, Barcelona were 3-2. And if the pass was right, Lewandowski was going to score. And the pass was right. Well, while we've been away looking at that, two players have collided on the far side of the pitch. Martinez is one. Well, they've both gone up for a header. Ouch. Well, Tony Martinez has basically headed the jaw of Pau Kabasi in that challenge. I was commentating on a game last night where a clash of heads resulted in both players being substituted. One with concussion and the other with a serious cut to the head. I think Martinez is going to be alright, and the Barcelona players are giving the thumbs up about Kabasi, who's taking a swig of water and seems to be okay. I would have thought from that collision that he would have might be paying the dentist a visit tomorrow. The way he got headed in the jaw, but not so. Everything is A-OK. So everyone back to full strength, and we're back underway once more. And here is Inigo Martinez to the left of the centre circle. Ball out on this near side now for a throw to Alavés. Just a reminder that Girona won the lunchtime kick-off against Athletic Club by 2-1. Sevilla and Betis kicking off at 5:30, and Real Sociedad and Atletico Madrid at 8 o'clock, with the last fixture before the international break, of course. This is the last weekend before that kicks in. Carlos Vicente headed the ball forward. It's come back into a more central midfield position though, and Barcelona have won the ball. Pedri plays a short pass to Rafinha, who did well in a tight space. Hector Fort on the far side, giving it to Lamine Yamal, who attempts to take on his man, but runs out of pitch. So that's going to be a throw-in to Alavés. 2 down as we approach the half hour. 2 goals for Robert Lewandowski. 1 from a free kick. 1 from a close range finish. Both set up by Rafinha, who's clocking up the assists. Ball is out on the far side again for a throw, this time to Barcelona. Just forward of the halfway line, so just inside the Alavés half. They've retreated back into their own territory, and Inaki Pena has it just outside his 18-yard box. Sweeps it right to Inigo Martinez. Now Marc Casado to the left of the centre circle. Passes to his left, and Martinez. Alavés briefly won it back, but they've now lost it again to Baldi, who is body checked by Tenaglia, and Tenaglia's in the book. He's the first man to incur referee Miguel Ortiz Arias' wrath today. Just stood in the way of Baldi. Baldi had played it through his legs, and Tenaglia just, well, he actually kicked him on the follow through as well. I thought he just stood in his way, but there was a swinging right foot. So deserved booking, I think. Barcelona have got the ball back in play. Pau Kabasi to the right of the centre circle in the Alavés half. Well, I don't actually know what happened there. Is it Lewandowski's hat-trick? It is, I think. Yeah, it is. It happens a million times out of a million now. There's nothing you can do about it. It just keeps happening. Right. Yep. Okay. Doesn't appear to be very loud, that. Wait a minute. Has it actually done it? Yeah, apparently it has. Okay. Sorry, guys. Headset issue. Rejoining now. Missed. Oh, Barcelona player was upended there. Referee plays on because Barcelona have the advantage. Back to Pedri, now on the edge of the penalty area. Barcelona. Here's Rafinha looking for space. Has he found space? He's come all the way from left to right across the box. In fact, it's Fati that's on the ball. He's played it to Pedri on the right hand side. Back to Fati, who couldn't hold on to it. Pica half effective clearance. Come back to Fati again. Great save by Severa. Fati hit that instinctively, and Severa flew away to his left. Got a palm on it and effected a save. Down at the other end, Alavés trying to launch a counter-attack. Here's Raback in the left-hand side of the area. His attempted cross is blocked. It's back with Raback, who plays it back to the edge of the area, and Blanco. Unfortunately, the counter-attack threat's almost been snuffed out here. Can Sanchez get another ball in from the left? He can. Headed away to the edge of the box. Vicente tries the shot. It's over the top. Well, play swung from one end of the field to the other there. A superb save by Severa. And then an attempted counter-attack that ends up with a shot over the bar. So it could have been 4-0 and it could have been 3-1. It was an instinctive shot by Fati. It's a fine save by Severa. Strong left hand to parry the ball aside. He might have let in 3 goals today, but he'll be happy with that save. Here's a long ball forward from Barcelona. Rafinha streaking onto it to the right of the penalty area. He's in the box now. Tees up. Fati once more. Palmed away again by Severa. Comes to Lewandowski. Saved again by Severa. Well, he's made 4 or 5 saves now, Severa, which have rescued his side from a far heavier defeat. He clears long, looking for Kiki Garcia. Al Kabasi does just enough to put him off. He was outnumbered by about 4-1 then. Barcelona get onto the ball and think maybe we should slow it down for a moment. It's got a bit frenetic. Casado gets onto it. And now Koundé to the right of the centre circle. Into the centre circle again to Casado. Casado finds Pedri. Pedri back to Koundé. Koundé, Eric Garcia. Al Kabasi right on the edge of the centre circle in his own half. Out to the left-hand side, and Baldi, who plays a nice little 1-2. In fact, he plays 2 1-2s and is then brought to ground. Crunches into the referee in the process. Not quite sure what the referee's given there. He's given a free kick to Barcelona. He was brought down, collided with the referee, brought the referee to ground as well. Well, we're seeing Severa's save from Ansu Fati. He actually pushed it onto the post and then recovered his position in time to deprive Lewandowski of a 4th goal. It's been all action the last few minutes. Barcelona will have a free kick to the left of the centre circle, which they've now taken. They look to create another attack. Inigo Martinez, just inside his own half, sprays it from left to right, finds Koundé. Koundé inside to Rafinha, who's gone into a more central position. Martinez now ventures over the halfway line. Barcelona building another attack. Ball played out to this right-hand side. Koundé chests it down, but only to an Alavés foot, and the home side hoof it into the Barcelona half, out over this near sideline for a throw. Another substitution is taking place. Juan Jordan is on, Blanco is off. So Jordan has now entered the fray. The 30-year-old Spaniard, currently on loan from Sevilla, where he spent the last 5 years. Sevilla about to play later on this afternoon, of course. But he's not with his parent club, he's here. And he has a fairly forlorn task to try and get 3 goals back for Alavés in the last 12 minutes. Well, they might get one here from a stray back pass. Pena makes the save. There was a stray back pass. They latched onto it. Pena made the save. Switching to the other end, it's Rafinha. Rafinha across. Lewandowski tries to make room by dragging the ball back. Rivera gets in the way. Alavés half clear. Here's Casado, 35 yards out. Passes it back to Garcia. Garcia to his right to Koundé. Alavés had sight of goal there. Couldn't finish the ball. But a decent try. Here are Barcelona once more. Rafinha forward of the centre circle. He's got Koundé to his right and uses him. Rafinha wanders out to the right flank. Ball is sent back to a central area, Eric Garcia. Forward to Fati. Fati lofts the ball over the top. That's a harmless one. Through to the hands of Severa, who's on the edge of his area and will roll the ball out. And does so. I'd like to see a replay of that Alavés chance. It was a good stop by Pena. He's not done well under the high ball today, but when required to make the save one-on-one, he was equal to it. Alavés have the ball on the left-hand side, but Rabak has lost it. Koundé. Now Eric Garcia. Pau Kabasi in the centre circle. No, it's Inigo Martinez, actually, who's on the ball in the centre circle. Just seeing a foul on Pedri in slow motion. He was pulled back by the shirt. The referee played on because Barcelona were in possession. Fati has knocked that one through. Here comes Lewandowski again. He tries a shot. It's blocked. Comes out to the right-hand side. It's Rafinha who picks it up. He's had a fine game today, Rafinha. A couple of assists. Been a constant threat. He's moved into a more central position in this second half. Here's Fati trying to escape his marker, and his marker was holding on to him. That was Vicente who was holding on to Ansu Fati. That was the chance for Kiki Garcia at the other end. Saved one-on-one. He toe poked it towards goal, right-footed. Pena was out to block. He's off his line quickly. It was Inaki Pena. I think Martinez is being given 10 minutes off here. He looks like he's wandering over to the sideline. He is indeed. He doesn't get many rests these days, Inigo Martinez. Well, we're seeing Frankie de Jong, who's back from injury, back into the fray. And Gerrard has also come on. So Gerrard's come on for Baldi. Frankie de Jong for Martinez. I'm sure Frankie de Jong will play midfield, so somebody else will drop into the back line for the remainder of the game. Free kick to Barcelona. Rafinha took it, cannoned off a defender, went down by the right byline. Did they keep that in, Alavés? It was a somewhat sloppy clearance, but I think they stopped it going over the dead ball line. It's gone for a throw on the far side. Lamine Yamal watches on. Well, looking at his expression again, I think he I said earlier on he was just so laid back, he's horizontal after he was substituted. Looking at that again, I'm not so sure. He pulled his shin pads out and threw them on the floor. So maybe he was miffed. Here's Koundé. Koundé on the right hand side. Lets that ball escape him. Gives Alavés a chance to clear. Rebek does well. Gets it to Manu Sanchez. Moussa Diarra gets a touch. And Alavés try and build again from deep. Long ball out to this left hand side. Rebek can't keep that in though. He'd have had to have been Roadrunner to catch that. If you don't know who Roadrunner was and you're an English listener, ask your mum or dad, they'll know. Koundé throws the ball in. It's put out again over this near sideline for a throw to Barcelona, which Koundé will take midway inside the half. Baldi's made his way round to the dugouts and get some hand slapping done to congratulate him on coming off with Barcelona's clean sheet still intact. Jules Koundé will throw the ball in. He lays the ball across the pitch from right to left. That's a good ball out to the far side. Inaki Penna making strides down the left. Went to move into the penalty area. Last touch came off Fati. Went behind for a goal kick. I think he thought he'd won a corner, but Mourinho did enough to put him off. A little bit of a grab at Fati's shirt after the ball had gone. Not enough for Fati to have gone down though. Rebek's gone down at the other end. Kabasi, the man involved. Has referee Arias decided that was enough of a push to warrant a free kick? Well, I think he has. He's given a free kick to the home side. Can they make something of this? I think their second half performance has deserved a goal, but the question is, will they get one? I think they've been worth one. Jordan's going to take the free kick. A right footer from almost level with the left edge of the 18-yard area, and it comes and it's headed in. Well, I said they deserved a goal for their second half performance, and I think it's Mourinho's head. Jordan delivers the free kick. Is this going to be offside as well? Well, it may well be. It is. It's been ruled out. The linesman's flag was up early. So that's twice Alavés have had the ball in the net, and twice it's not going to count for offside. Something tells me they're just not destined to score today. They've hit the woodwork too. Long clearance, headed away by Manu Sanchez. Barcelona pick the ball up in the centre circle, but they can only play it out over the far side line. Frankie de Jong that was, getting a touch on the ball. Wasn't his best touch, he may be a little rusty. It remains 3-0. Referee Arias' whistle has gone. He's issued a yellow card for a foul on the far side. Gerard Martin, who's only been on the pitch a few minutes, has got a yellow card for treading on the foot of Thomas Konechny, and he did tread on his foot too. For me, I just think he was a bit late there. I don't think there's any intent. I don't think there's any recklessness. For me, that's a foul, but not a booking. But referee Arias sees it differently. So a free kick, a yard in from the far touchline, almost midway inside the Barcelona half. Ball played in, went too far through the box, but Koundé didn't take any chances. He put it behind for a corner. I think he's probably decided Alavés have had so many corners that they've not scored from that it doesn't matter if you give one away. Jordan's gone across to take it. 3.5 minutes of normal time remaining here in the Mendy Zarotza Stadium. Alavés 0, Barcelona 3. Can Alavés get a consolation? A right-footed in-swinger, Terrible corner headed away at the near post by Pedri. Fati pursued it, and it's been put out for a throw to Barcelona midway inside their own half. Well, in fact, it's a throw to Alavés, which Jordan was going to take, but he's left to Manu Sanchez. It's obviously more than halfway through the Barcelona half by the time they take it, but they completely waste it. Knock it over the dead ball line for a goal kick. Luis Garcia Plaza claps his hands in the dugout. He'll be pleased that his team have shown some fight in the second half. They've had a number of chances. They've deserved to score, but they haven't managed to do so. They could have conceded more, though, but for the saves of Severa, who's made a couple of fine stops, notably from Ansu Fati, who's had a couple of chances to add to Barcelona's 3 goals. Here's Kiki Garcia running for the byline. Can he pull it across? Well, he didn't keep the ball in play. Ball's gone out for a goal kick. A heavy touch from the veteran striker, and it's gone out for a goal kick. I think they were offside as well, in actual fact, which of course we didn't find out about for ages. Well, he did keep the ball in play, so he's been pulled back for the offside. Sanchez tries to burrow his way forward for Alavés. Pedri attempts to tidy up. Guevara wins the ball back. Jordan sends Vicente out to the far touchline. They play a little 1-2, Jordan and Vicente, sprinting after it, trying to get there ahead of Gerrard. He's managed to reach the ball first, but he has to lay the ball backwards. Will a cross come in? It will. It's going to be too long. They're not going to be able to pull that back from the byline. It's out for a goal kick. Rabat was hopeful and loitering, but he couldn't get there. Into the final minute of normal time. Barcelona are going back to a 3-point lead ahead of the international break, 3 points ahead of their great rivals Real Madrid. Could have been more had they not lost to Osasuna last week, but they'd have probably settled for a 3-point lead ahead of the October international break. And 8 wins out of 9. Here they come again through the centre of the pitch. Ball forward is cut out by Alavés. It's out on the far side, where they've won themselves a throw. 15 or so yards into the Barcelona half. We're just playing out time here. We're waiting to see how many minutes are going to be added on for stoppages at the end of this game. Still no board. Board about to go up, I think. Throw has come in. Just 3 minutes. That seems sensible given that the game is long gone. Ball played to this left-hand side. Rabat keeps the ball in, but he's robbed of it. And Barcelona can launch a counter-attack. Here's Rafinha. He's got Koundé sprinting up outside him. He gives it to Koundé, who tries to send it across the box. Blocked behind by Moussa Diarra. But another rapier-like counter-thrust from Barcelona. They scored from one of those in the first half. Was Koundé offside by the time he received the ball, I wonder? Yes, he was. So the flag had gone up, so it isn't a corner. Severa clears the ball into the Barcelona half. Koundé tidies up, finds Rafinha, who lays the ball inside and goes on another run. He wanted the ball played to him, and it wasn't, by Casado. Barcelona have decided just to play out the time, I think. Here's Casado again on the edge of the centre circle. Back to Kabasi. Kabasi to Frankie de Jong. That was a nice touch from him. Will they work the ball out to the left-hand side? No. They turn a circle. Come back towards this right-hand side instead, and Koundé. Koundé to Rafinha. Rafinha returns it to Koundé just forward of the halfway line. He retreats back into his own half with a pass to Pau Kabasi, and now it's all the way back with Inaki Penna. Penna returns the ball to Kabasi, who sends it to the right, and Koundé being forced back towards his own goal. Referee says he was fouled. So a free kick to Barcelona, which they've taken. The graphic says Lewandowski's run 9.7 kilometres today. So that's just over 3 kilometres a goal. He'd probably settle for that return. His first half hat-trick settled this match some time ago. Koundé to Kabasi. Now Casado. Rafinha with the ball through. Here's Fati, just short of the penalty area. Back to Koundé. Koundé to the edge of the area to Pedri. Now Lewandowski pokes it through. Frankie de Jong can't quite get onto it. Severa is out. That may be the last act of the game. Severa holds the ball in his hands. The 3 minutes are up, or will be in 5 seconds' time. He kicks the ball out of hand.